What's going on, guys? Is Lightning, and guys, today I am bringing you guys another video, guys. In this video we're going to be discussing the season 6 of The Walking Dead mid-finale, and it's going to be kind of my thoughts and a little bit of theories for the future of The Walking Dead. I know someone that read the comic books, so I know a lot about the Walking Dead, and Walking Dead is like one of my favorite TV shows. I really don't watch a lot of TV anymore, but it's one of my favorite shows, so I'm a really big fan of The Walking Dead. And if you want more of Walking Dead reviews and stuff, just let me know in the comment section below. Another thing too is I'm bringing you guys a 30 kill marked for death gameplay from Titanfall. And guys, I'm a huge Titanfall fan, and I think I'm pretty good at the game, and I have more gameplays like this. So if you guys want to see more Titanfall on my channel, let me know in the comment section down below. And another thing too is I had to delete my first part of the pistol only challenge on Shadows of Evil. The rest of the episodes like 2, 3, and 4 didn't look very good. I was having some HDMI problems. I have one problem with the HDMI cables on my capture card, and I replaced that, so now it looks a lot better. So I'm going to redo that challenge after this this video right here. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and guys, let's get straight into the video because I wasted a lot of time. So let's talk about The Walking Dead. So The Walking Dead so far, I must say this season was pretty good, but this episode was kind of one of the boring episodes in this season. The first episode in season 6 was amazing. I love the Morgan, and I can't remember what that one guy's name was, but where Morgan was like learning like his kung fu skills and stuff like that. That was a really good episode, and I thought that should have been the mid-finale episode, and we could have had this episode last week and have that episode this week. I mean, that would have made a really good mid-finale episode because it's an hour and 30 minutes, and I thought that was like probably the best episode so far in The Walking Dead. So I thought that would have made a better mid-season finale. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section below to all you Walking Dead fans that are from my channel. But something that I really enjoy about this season is that it has really goes with the analogy of the sheep, the sheepdog, and the wolves. And I'm going to tell you the analogy now, and that is the sheep. They're kind of defenseless. They are really stupid. They don't really know how to defend themselves. And then there's the wolves that like to harass and eat the sheep and kill them. And that's all the wolves do, is kill the sheep and eat them. And then there's the sheepdog that protects the sheep against the wolves, and they protect them. And yeah, that's practically it. And that really goes with the season 6 of The Walking Dead, which is something that I like a lot. And that's that the Alexandrians are the sheep. They really don't know how to defend themselves, and they'd probably be dead without Rick's group, which Rick's groups actually, the sheepdogs are helping the Alexandrians survive the zombie apocalypse. And then the walkers and the wolves are immediately the wolves. I mean, that's kind of lazy with the developers part where they immediately called the wolves of the analogy wolves. And that's like the reason I thought up of this analogy and kind of linked the two, is because of the wolves are seriously called wolves. But I do like it. Like in the comic books, they're called the scavengers, and that's how like the oldie walkers break in, is that the scavengers, or in this season the wolves, break through the Alexandrian walls, and then those zombies get in and kill a whole bunch of people. And there's a lot of points in the season where stuff in the comic books, like, they're leading to it but did not happen yet, which I think it will happen eventually, which I'll talk about a little bit later in this video. But overall, I really like that they put this analogy in this season. I think it works for this season. This season's pretty good in my opinion, one of the better seasons in The Walking Dead. It's definitely up there with season 1. I think season 1 was probably one of the best seasons of The Walking Dead. This season's been good thus far. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, there was some slow points in it, but there was a lot of actioning points, and I hope they stick with this for the rest of the season. And for the rest of this season, when it comes back in the spring, I think we're going to see a lot of the Alexandria. I don't think we'll see much of Daryl and his split away group. I think we'll see a few episodes of him and his encounter with Negan and stuff like that. I think we're going to get a Negan introduction, which Negan's a character I'll talk about a little bit later in this video. He is better than the governor. He makes the governor look like a pussy, but we'll talk about him a little bit later. But I think we will get an introduction, and then in season 7 we'll really see him, Negan and Rick's group really go head to head, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But overall, this season so far has been pretty good, and I think they just need to stick with this because the last few seasons haven't been as good, but I think they're starting to pick up again, and it's been pretty good so far. Let's talk a little bit about the mid-season finale, since that was on yesterday, and let's talk a little bit about that. I thought the mid-season finale was an okay episode of The Walking Dead. Like I said, I think the Morgan episode shouldn't have been this episode, and then this mid-season finale of The Walking Dead shouldn't have been last week. And we shouldn't have gotten the Morgan episode this week, because the Morgan episode was like an hour and 30 minutes. And I thought it was just like one of the best episodes so far in The Walking Dead. It's probably my favorite so far, me personally. But that's just my opinion. But this episode, I thought it was going to be like better than like the second episode of this season, where the wolves are going around and killing everybody. I thought it was going to be like a whole bunch of zombie action and Rick trying to like make this plan under pressure with zombies like coming through the windows and stuff. Like he's trying to make a plan to get the zombies out of here. And I thought that's what's going to be like, but it's actually really slow because Diana, she got bit, which I kind of like Diana. I mean, she was an okay character. She was kind of like trying to live the American dream in the zombie apocalypse, and you can't do that because everyone's trying to kill you. The zombies are trying to kill you. People are trying to kill you. You can't do that. Like, she was an okay character, but I really wasn't sad to see her. If you wanted to kill a character, there's so many characters to kill, like Sam. Like, we all just want to see him dead. I mean, that would have made the episode for me personally. I mean, that kid is like so screwed up. I mean, that music he was listening to, that was like off of Insidious, or Insidious, I think it's called. And I just hate that music, man. It's like so like creepy in its own like friendly way. It's like so weird. And I hope that kid dies, and I think he will, because at the end of the episode, he was like, Mom, Mom. So I think he's going to get ate. I think his guts are going to be like all over the place. I hope he just gets ate like so cruelly. Like, it sounds so bad, but that kid's like the worst like character in The Walking Dead so far. And I hope he gets ate. Then we had the Carl and the Nicholas fight, which I thought was very unneeded, because in the comic books, in this part of The Walking Dead, Carl gets half of his face shot off. And I think that will happen like when The Walking Dead comes back this spring, but they're hinting at it a lot, and I really thought that was unneeded. I mean, if you're going to shoot Carl in the face and like take half of his face off, I mean, Carl lives this gunshot where he gets half of his face torn off. I thought you shouldn't have just done it. I mean, just get it over with. Make it so like the mid finale is like so much more dramatic. I mean, they shouldn't have just done that and like messing around and stuff like that, where they're talking about like escaping and stuff. I wish they would have just shot Carl in the face, and then like we come back and like Alexandria's going to hell, and like Rick's trying to make this plan and stuff. And I just thought that part was unneeded. If you're going to like hint that Carl's going to get shot, just do it already. I mean, come on, hurry up. But overall, the episode was kind of slow. I mean, the Morgan and Carol fight was kind of cool, because I knew they're going to get in a fight just from the beginning of the season, because Morgan believes that all life is precious, and that's his motto of life. And then Carol thinks you have to kill in this world, and they're both kind of right to some points. I mean, you have to give some people chances, but there's just some people, like that wolf that they were trying to save, that Morgan was trying to save. That guy just shouldn't have died. He's going to probably come back and get the rest of the surviving wolves and like have a three-way battle between Rick, Negan, and the wolves. I mean, it will lead to like probably a really cool action scene in the future, but it was kind of just dumb on Morgan's part. Let's talk about Negan, which is a character that's going to be playing a big part in the rest of The Walking Dead for this series. I know there's going to be Fear of the Walking Dead, and there might also be another series of The Walking Dead, but he's going to be a big character in the rest of The Walking Dead. And his actor is Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who's honestly, he's kind of a good actor. And Negan in the comic books, he's kind of like, he's a badass. Of course, he's a badass zombie killing dude, but he's kind of funny about it to a sense, because he'll be like slash like a zombie's head off and you'd be like 10 points. I mean, kind of like that kind of humor where he kills zombies, but he's kind of humorous about it. So I think this dude will play perfect for it, where he's serious, but there's parts where he's not serious. And Negan in the comic books, I mean, this dude is a badass. I mean, he makes the governor look like a pussy, and he's actually not as bad as you think. Like, he's not as evil as the governor. He tries to save people, but he has like this really bad, like, kind of communist, like kind of like society going on, where you give everything to him and he gives you protection and everybody has to kind of share everything. I mean, he is kind of bad, but he is kind of good at the same time. And honestly, Rick just doesn't like him because the dude's kind of crazy and he likes to kill people and he likes to fuck hookers. I mean, he fucks lots of like whores. They're not really hookers, but there are lots of hoes and stuff. And honestly, the dude's he's a badass zombie killer just like Rick, and they're gonna have like a head-to-head clash. I honestly want to see Negan in how like the TV show will do it, because there's a lot of difference between the TV show and the comic books. Like I said, Carl was supposed to get half of his head shut off by now, and I think Glenn was supposed to die too in this season, or maybe it's next season, but Glenn was definitely supposed to die like this season or maybe next season. So Glenn's not completely safe so far, so we're just gonna have to see what goes on. I mean, Negan, this is how badass this dude is. He has a bat wrapped around barbed wire, and that's what he uses to kill zombies with. Like I said, the dude has like some charm to him, so when he kills zombies, he's kind of funny about it. But guys, I think this is going to be the end of this video. The gameplay and the time is winding down, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like, and guys, I will see y'all in the next one.